They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
This is what it looks like when you know you're about to cook an orange. And by the way, that first clip that I showed you, what was that? Vice President Kamala Harris just shredded Donald Trump last night in the debate. It was Donald Trump's worst nightmare on steroids in front of the entire nation, in front of the entire world. He got humiliated. And now the Democrats have officially raised over $1 billion with Vice President Kamala Harris at the lead of the Democratic ticket for the United States presidency. Billion with a B. Former President Barack Obama writes, "Tonight we saw firsthand who has the vision and strength to move this country forward. Instead of dividing us, Kamala Harris will be a president for all Americans. Let's get to work," according to a Washington Post focus group of swing state voters. Get this, 92% say Kamala Harris performed better. I don't know who the two people were who said she didn't. I don't know what they were watching. And Donald Trump is in total denial that he lost the debate. Is this sweat? Is he melting? Watch for yourself what went down after the debate.
Are worried that, that you took the bait from Kamala Harris tonight. What would you say?
Great debate tonight. This was my best debate. We had a 92% rating in one poll. We had an 86% rating in another. We had 77% in another. We won every one of the polls that came out tonight, and there were quite a few of them.
You were asked if you would veto a national abortion ban, and you did not say yes or no. What is your answer to that?
So all you have to do is check it. It was a perfect answer on abortion, and I've done a great job in that, and I brought our country together. Thank you.
Yes or no? Will you?
Then Donald Trump was asked about his response to one of the debate questions about whether he would veto a national abortion ban. What's Donald Trump's response? He just walks away. Play this clip.
You were asked if you would veto a national abortion ban, and you did not say yes or no. What is your answer to that?
So all you have to do is check it. It was a perfect answer on abortion, and I've done a great job in that, and I brought our country together. Thank you.
Yes or no? Will you?
As George Conway says, this was the exact time of death when Vice President Kamala Harris started mocking Donald Trump for his crowd sizes. He lost it and then got all unhinged after that. Play this clip.
And I'm going to actually do something really unusual, and I'm going to invite you to attend one of Donald Trump's rallies, because it's a really interesting thing to watch. You will see during the course of his rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter. He will talk about windmills cause cancer. And what you will also notice is that people start leaving his rallies early out of exhaustion and boredom. And I will tell you, the one thing you will not hear him talk about is you. You will not hear him talk about your needs, your dreams, and your desires. And I'll tell you, I believe you deserve a president who actually puts you first, and I pledge to you that I will.
Donald Trump is trying to cope with his defeat. One of the things that he's been saying is, he goes, the polls claim 90%, 60%, 72% say that I actually won. You heard him say that before. The polls in question are like right-wing Twitter polls from like the Daily Caller and other right-wing websites. Hugo Lowell from The Guardian reports, Trump doesn't commit to a second debate against Harris when pressed by Hannity on Fox News. Well, I don't know. I have to think about it. But if you won the debate, I sort of think maybe I shouldn't do it. Why should I do another debate? Here, Donald Trump claims to Hannity after the debate that it was his best debate ever. But as Aaron Rupert says, his heart doesn't really seem into this. Here, play this clip.
Did you have fun?
I had a good time. I think it was...
And Donald Trump continued to make post after post on his social media platform saying, I thought that was my best debate ever, especially since it was a 3-on-1. And that's what they started going with in MAGA world. But take a look right here at Matt Gaetz and Stephen Miller, who helped prepare Donald Trump. Look how defeated they look here. Sean Hannity has his MAGA Bro Club of Tim Scott and Vivek Ramaswamy and Lindsey Graham. And they were all like, this was 3-on-1. This was so unfair. Here, play this clip.
How do you not ask that question?
100%.
How do you not ask
it? We
it?
need moderators that are not an extension of the Kamala Harris for president campaign.
By the way, in one of the strangest moments of the debate, Donald Trump managed to give the answer that his campaign probably advised him not to do. Watch this.
And Trump, thank you. I want to move on now to race and politics in this country. Mr. President, you recently said of Vice President Harris, quote, I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. I want to ask a bigger picture question here tonight. Why do you believe it's appropriate to weigh in on the racial identity of your opponent?
I don't, and I don't care. I don't care what she is. I don't care. You make a big deal out of something. I couldn't care less. Whatever she wants to be is okay with me.
But those were your words, so I'm asking.
I don't know. I mean, all I can say is I read where she was not black, that she put out, and I'll say that. And then I read that she was black, and that's okay. Either one was okay with me. That's up to her.
As a kid, I loved eating cereal, but as an adult, I don't want all that sugar, and most cereals don't give me the protein I need. Then I found Magic Spoon, a nostalgically delicious cereal that tastes just like my childhood favorites, but without the sugar and with a ton of protein. And if you're already a Magic Spoon fan like I am, I have big news. Magic Spoon has turned their super popular cereal into high protein treats that are light, crispy, and taste just like those classic crunchy cereal bars. Magic Spoon's brand new treats are so delicious and have already become my favorite before and after gym snack. Every serving of Magic Spoon cereal has 13 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of net carbs, so you can feel good about what you are eating. The most popular flavors are fruity and cocoa, and there's so many more. I love the cocoa ones. Magic Spoon's brand new treats are crispy, crunchy, airy, and an easy way to get 11 grams of protein on the go. And for the first time ever, Magic Spoon treats are available in grocery stores with delicious flavors like marshmallow and chocolate peanut butter, chocolatey peanut butter. I personally love Magic Spoon's chocolatey peanut butter treats. I have one every morning to start the day off on the right foot, and I know you will love it as well. Get $5 off your next order at magicspoon.com/Meidas or look for Magic Spoon in your nearest grocery store. That's magicspoon.com/Meidas, MEIDAS, for $5 off. Magic Spoon, hold on to the dream. magicspoon.com/Meidas. How else is Donald Trump coping? Well, his surrogates like Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer, by the way, was with Donald Trump during debate prep. She was with him on his plane when he landed. She was with him every step of the way. Here's what the MAGAs are saying. Interesting choice of earrings tonight, Kamala Harris. They're saying that Donald Trump lost so badly. This is what the MAGAs are saying, because Vice President Kamala Harris was using an earpiece. Again, as we said on the MeidasTouch account, these are truly the weirdest and most pathetic people to ever walk this earth. If they had any ability to feel shame, they would hide in humiliation the rest of their sad and depressing lives. In contrast to what we showed you Donald Trump saying after the debate, Vice President Kamala Harris addressed a crowd in Pennsylvania, and here's what she had to say. Play the clip.
And so we've got some work to do because, listen, I think that we think today was a good day, and it kind of was. But we have 56 days to go, and guys, we're still the underdogs in this race. It's tight. We have got to win Pennsylvania, and we are going to win Pennsylvania. And it is because of you. It is because of you who have signed up, who have volunteered. You are organizing. You're helping us to email and text and knock on doors and talk to your neighbors and your friends. And here's the thing about the spirit of our campaign. It is people-driven. It is about the people. It is about uplifting our country. This is a campaign born out of love of country. We love our country. We believe in who we are. We believe in the American people. This is a campaign about bringing folks together, knowing the vast majority of us have so much more in common than what separates us. It is about inclusion, and it is not about division, and it is not about demeaning and name calling. It is about lifting folks up, working folks, families, children, people who are not just trying to get by, but trying to get ahead. That's what we stand for. So let's get out here for these next 56 days. Hard work is good work, and we will win. We will win.
Former Governor Chris Christie used to be a Donald Trump ally, now a big critic of Donald Trump, and has joined the pro-democracy community. Here, Chris Christie criticizes Donald Trump and those who prepared him. Play this clip.
Constitution Center in Philadelphia, and with Chris Christie. So, Governor Christie, you heard the debate, remarkable debate. Bottom line, what'd you think?
She was exquisitely well prepared. She laid traps, and he chased every rabbit down every hole instead of talking about the things that he should have been talking about. This is the difference between someone who's well prepared and someone who's unprepared. Whoever did debate prep for Donald Trump should be fired. He was not good tonight at all. And what Harris did was what she had to do, which was to prove that she belonged on that stage. She has a voice that wants to try to unite the country. And Donald Trump spent more time talking about people eating pets, people at his rallies, and whether he had more or less than he did about the economy. And that is a huge fail tonight. I think what we're going to see is that Kamala Harris is now being seen by a lot of voters as a potential president. That's what she needed to accomplish tonight. Trump better get to work, or he's going to lose this election.
Characteristically blunt assessment.
More coping from Donald Trump after the debate. Let's play this clip.
They destroyed our country, so I hope you're all having a good time. It was a very interesting...
Did she get under your skin, sir?
Did you hear what he said there? He goes, they destroyed our country, so I hope you're having a good time. There's more devastating news for Donald Trump last night as well. Taylor Swift came out with a very strong endorsement of Vice President Kamala Harris, and one of the things that she said was so important for her to be transparent that she was supporting Vice President Kamala Harris was the fact that Donald Trump was using AI images of her and her fans to falsely claim an endorsement. She said this is a major problem. She, of course, also mentioned that Donald Trump is a major threat to women's reproductive rights, and she praised Governor Walz for being a positive force to help the LGBTQ plus community. Right here is Governor Walz responding to the endorsement by Taylor Swift. Play the clip.
I was so heartened and impressed by her selection of running mate Tim Walz, who has been standing up for LGBTQ plus rights, IVF, and a woman's right to her own body for decades. I've done my research, and I've made my choice. Your research is all yours to do, and the choice is yours to make. I also want to say, especially to first-time voters, remember that in order to vote, you have to be registered. I also find it's much easier to vote early. I will link where to register and find early voting dates and info in my story. With love and hope, Taylor Swift, signed Childless Cat Lady. I have to get your response to that, Mr. Governor.
All those things, I am incredibly grateful, first of all, to Taylor Swift. I say that also as a cat owner, a fellow cat owner. Look, Swifties, you heard it. We know that it's there. That was eloquent, and it was clear. And that's the type of courage we need in America to stand up. We've seen it out of those Republicans who were at the DNC. We've seen it out of women who would like to have their own personal lives kept personal, but are forced to go out there because they nearly died because they can't get abortion services in a pregnancy. And now you have somebody like Taylor Swift coming out, making that very clear. This would be the opportunity, Swifties. KamalaHarris.com. Get on over there. Give us a hand. Get things going.
Let me show you right here is a former Trump voter saying why she will never vote for Trump again after watching that debate.
But it also sounds like this debate cemented for you that you will never vote for former President Trump, at least again. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that people want to separate policy from character, and I just don't see how you can do that. I can't get behind somebody who maybe I agree with certain policies on, but their character is atrocious and lacks complete leadership.
And here is the CNN fact check. I think they did a pretty decent job with this one. Play the clip.
CNN senior reporter Daniel Dale was listening closely to both candidates. Daniel, what stood out to you?
Jake, what stood out was that this was a staggeringly dishonest debate performance from former President Trump. Just lie after lie on subject after subject. By my preliminary count, Jake, Trump made at least 33 false claims, 33. By contrast, by, again, a preliminary count, Vice President Harris made at least one false claim, though she added at least a few misleading claims and a few more.
According to the CNN flash poll afterwards, 63% said that Vice President Kamala Harris won. 37% of viewers said that Donald Trump won. Tim Miller says he spoke with Lindsey Graham in the spin room, and he said the debate team should be fired, and Trump was unprepared, and Trump was a total disaster. And here, by the way, is Britt Hume of Fox. Let's see what he has to say. Play this clip.
Now, look, make no mistake about it. Trump had a bad night. He rose to the bait repeatedly when she baited him, something I'm sure his advisors had begged him not to do. In the first debate when Biden attacked him, he just kept his cool and kept going. In this debate, he rose to a debate, and we heard so many of the old grievances that we'd long thought that Trump had learned were not winners politically. Mm-hmm. And there they all were, talking about how he didn't lose the election and all that. I mean, my sense is that she came out of this in pretty good shape. Now, how long this will last and is anybody's guess. But for tonight, at least, this was pretty much her night.
You're saying she had a good night?
I'm saying she certainly did.
Sean Hannity is in the...
Well, there you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million together. Thanks for watching.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram @MeidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.